guys, it's your girl Kristen here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a licensed esthetician, a freelance makeup artist, a YouTuber, a mom. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're also an esthetician or an aspiring esthetician. Maybe you're in beauty school right now. You definitely want to be following me. So as you can see, this is very informal. I just finished a full day's work, and on Saturdays is when I usually do a more thorough cleaning of my studio. Maybe for you, it's more than once a week. Right now I'm just doing this deep clean once a week, and so I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. I put a lot of effort into this room. If you haven't seen my esthetician room tour videos, make sure you check those out. All the materials, all the equipment, everything that you see in this room is going to be linked in those videos. Without further ado, let's just get into it. I know I'm looking crazy, so excuse the way I look right now. I just wanted to show you exactly what I do. Come along with me and let's deep clean my studio. Let me turn on my light here so maybe it's a little bit better of a lighting for you guys to see me. So if you haven't checked out my opening and closing procedures video, you're going to see specifically how I open up my room, how I close my room. I'm going to go ahead and just start on what I usually do to close the room. And yeah, pretty much I'm going to start with just taking off the sheets and just getting this room a little bit more situated so that I can move forward with my deep clean. I'm going to do a little fast forward. Oh my gosh, I have like an indent on my head from the face mask, so don't mind that. You guys, first of all, it feels really good to be back in the studio. I was actually in a shelter-in-place order through the county for 3 weeks. I just started working again on clients this week, so this studio definitely needs a deep clean right now, so I've been looking forward to doing this, even though it's a lot of work, but it's needed. So I just went and I sanitized my tools and the things that I used today. So those are just, you know, sitting the bar beside right now and getting nice and clean. So while that is sitting, I put all my products here on the table, as you saw in the fast forward. And so I'm going to be wiping all of these down. But first, while I'm doing that, you'll notice with me that I like to do things simultaneously because it just saves time. Like, usually this whole process takes me about an hour to finish. But you know me, time is money, and I would like to get out of here as soon as possible so that I can go get my son, spend more time with him, relax a little bit at home before I have to do other stuff. So the faster I can get out of here, the better. So I like to do things simultaneously as much as possible. So once a week I do put white vinegar into the steamer here. And what I do is, my last client, I make sure that I don't refill the steamer. Normally, I can actually get through about 2 or 3 clients without having to refill it, so strategize however you can to get the water in here as low as possible, because you really don't need to steam it for that long for it to get cleaned with this. And you know, it's just a waste of water if you have a full tank in there, I guess you call it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up. And honestly, I don't really have any specific like measurements for this. I just made it up. So if there's like a specific amount you're supposed to do, let me know down in the comments. But I just fill this cap up with vinegar, and I just pour that right into the steamer. Because this stuff, I mean, it's pretty potent. You're gonna smell it as it's steaming, and it's just supposed to help prevent like deposits, and it's just gonna clean it out. So I'm gonna turn that on, and it's gonna get, you know, nice and steamy. And the reason why I do it kind of toward the beginning of when I'm cleaning is because it's gonna steam for a while. I'm gonna let it really just run through the whole tank of water, and then I'm gonna turn it off. And then what I will do is I will take the glass tank out from underneath there. So why do I want to do this in the beginning? Because it's freaking hot when that thing is on. So I need to wait for it to cool down so that I can actually take it off of the steamer. And then I wash it, and then over the next couple of days while I'm not here, I do leave it out to dry and get some air. So that is why I do it in the very beginning of cleaning. so I showed this in my closing and opening procedures video, but I go and I take a wipe cloth and I spray some Lucicide on here, and I just go and start wiping down all this stuff. Let me actually grab one more thing. And also, it's going to be really helpful to have a notepad out, just so you can write down anything that you might need to replenish or purchase. Usually I do this throughout the week. I actually have a little whiteboard in here that I whenever I think of something, I have to write it down right away or else I forget. So I have throughout the week written down things, but it's good to do it, you know, again, because then you really like remember, okay, I need to buy this. So I already know I need to buy more cotton rounds, and I also know I need more of the biopeptide cream. So as you're cleaning, and as you'll see as I go through this room, I'm just going to be looking for things that I need to replenish or buy. So if I see anything, I'm just going to write it down as soon as I see it. So I'm going to go ahead and start to clean these. And I actually go and I open up these closed products and I wipe inside. And actually I do this every day. This isn't just a once a week thing. I do this every day that I'm in here working. But yeah, so this is just normal protocol for me. But I do it with more the intention to really see like, okay, which products are running low. So how have you guys been? Comment below. Let me know who you are, where you are in your journey as an esthetician. I was stuck at home for 3 weeks, and all I could do were more like talking videos. Oh, here the steamer is going here. All I've been able to do are talking videos, so I know, you know, some of you have probably been like, Kristen, when are you gonna do facial videos? When are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do that? Trust me, that stuff is coming, I promise you. So if you are somebody who's considering working for themselves, like just know you're gonna have to do all this stuff yourself. Like there's not gonna be a staff, which I will say that was what was really nice working at the spa. Just know if you're watching this, like every single thing I'm doing right now is not because like it's like all fun, you know, like if you're gonna be a business owner, there's gonna be times that you're gonna be like, oh, you know, rolling your eyes and like tired and you don't want to clean. Like I don't like cleaning, okay? I'm just be real, I hate cleaning. So just know, hopefully this video is just going to make it easier for you to follow along, but it is work. So anyways, what's next? And kind of similar to my products that I have out, I'm gonna go through these products and see what I need to wipe down and clean. I don't do every single time I work because it would just be crazy to go through this whole drawer every time. But obviously if something spills or, you know, there's an immediate need for it to be clean, then obviously you're gonna want to do it immediately. And go ahead and start to kind of just empty it out and really just see like, you know, if I need to replenish. I already know, oh, I already ordered new gloves, but you know, I literally went through my last pair with my last guest today, which I was lucky. See if anything needs to be replenished or cleaned off. And also going through this drawer just kind of helps me to remember what I have, because I do have a lot of stuff and sometimes I find myself like forgetting that I have all this stuff and I need to use it because I bought it. So okay, I need some more cucumber hydration toner. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, see, I need more mangosteen. And if you guys want to see exactly what I have in my back bar, I do have 2 other videos. One video that shows what I started with, and then my most recent video is going to show you what I've added into my treatments. Ooh, okay. Here's a little box I want to talk about. I did mention this in my room tour. But this is a little pencil box that I got from Target, and it opens up and has one compartment here and one compartment here, and it's just like the perfect size for these little disposable cuppies. So I actually made these a while ago, but I usually replenish them every week. Like I said, I've been out of the studio for 3 weeks, so these are all pretty much like no good at this point. I feel like to use on clients. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna actually take these home and use them on myself. So if you do what I'm doing and create little pre-portioned products, make sure you don't overdo it. Make sure realistically you can use everything in a week. But if not, I don't mind using something that's like been in a little container in a clean, dry, cool place for a few weeks, okay? I started doing that because, like I was just saying before, I start to really forget what I have in my back bar, and so this also is a time saver. When you have things that are just pre-portioned out, it's just gonna save you so much time when it comes to like your shorter facials. First, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the stuff that's sitting in the barbicide right now, and then I'll continue with this. So the next step in my sanitizing process is to put all the implements that need to be UV sterilized in here. Before I do that, I am going to wipe down I'm just going to lay out what needs to be sterilized. That needs to chill in there for a bit. Back to this little box. I am going to pull out some disposable cuppies. Take out, you know, some disposable waxing sticks. I'm gonna grab a Sharpie and just portion them out into these cups. And I find that this really helps to save product, because when you already have them like pre-portioned out, you're not like dipping into the whole vat of it and then maybe like grabbing too much. So I mean, my rule of thumb is really just like 2 little like scoops. Blueberry detox peel, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write the date, 1/9/21. And there goes the first one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward through this so you guys can see me fill this up, but you get the idea. I'm gonna do that for all these different products. And if you want to save sticks, you can cut them in half. Okay, so I just noticed that the steamer stopped steaming because it ran out of water. So I'm gonna turn it off. And then that way it can cool down, so by the time I'm ready to empty it and clean it, it's a lot cooler than it is now. So I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'll check in with you guys when I'm done. Okay, so I finished putting all the little pre-portioned products in here. What I put in here, if you're wondering, is masks and then a couple of different peels, but I'm gonna leave the peels mainly in their bottles because I know that it's a little more contained in there. But masks, you know, like I have so many different ones, it's good for me to like portion them out so that I actually use them. So it's easier to just pull this out than all these different products out and ship. Like, I just like to not make as much noise as possible during a facial, so for me to be able to just pull this out and have all the masks right here is just awesome. Again, just checking to see if I need anything. See, I'm running a little low on the big sticks. And actually, I'm gonna pull out this wax off cleanser, and you'll see kind of what I do with it later. And also, this is kind of where I keep some extra like retail products. So, you know, I just kind of like to remind myself like what I have in here and what you you know, mentally take a note of what's in here. And then I also keep some of my disposables in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some gauze out because I know I need to refill some of the canisters up there. Oh, it looks like I probably should order some more little gauzes. So I'm gonna make sure I write that down. So yeah, here is where I keep some of my disposables. So the Q-tips, cotton rounds, gauze. So I noticed I was running low on the gauze, so I'm gonna refill that. Small gauze. And I know I'm running low on cotton rounds, so I'm gonna order some of those. And then now what I'm also gonna do is I'm going to take the disinfectant containers. I'm going to completely dump them out and refill them with fresh new barbicide. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Yeah, so I just thoroughly rinse these out. I like to wipe down the outside as well because I noticed in some places I've been to that this container looks really gross in some places, and that to me is not attractive. So I like to make sure these are clean, that they're regularly changed. So about once a week I find is useful. Go ahead and grab the barbicide. And I'm just taking one of my like shot glasses, using that as kind of my measuring tool. I'm not very specific about it. If you're more like anal about it, then you can read the instructions on here. But I kind of just go based on color, because that to me, the first time I did it, I actually measured it out and I noticed the color it was, so I'm just gonna kind of go based off that. So up to the 2 tablespoons. And you don't need very much, like this is very potent. So now I'm just gonna grab some water. Just gonna fill this up. Just with room temperature water. Another full one. I'm kind of just mixing it, so. Yeah, I feel like this is probably about the color you want it to be. Yep. Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of just look through this cabinet, maybe organize it a little bit, see if there's anything in there I need, and then I'm also gonna look up here at my canisters up there. This is actually where I keep my lash supplies, or lash lift brow lamination supplies. I actually keep it in this container. I just got it from Target. So I'm gonna kind of just quickly go through this. Let me put this down. So now I have my lash kit here. I'm just gonna throw this away. I know I need to replace this bag. It feels sticky. So I keep like Ziploc bags in here so that if any of these start to get kind of like dirty, then I can just replace them. My label maker here. Okay. New clean bag. This box can kind of get a mess, so that's why I like to go through it. And I know I have multiple boxes of these in here, so I need to like put them together. Let's see, look how much more organized that is. So the next time I'm in here, it looks nice and I know where things are. Okay, so now going back to this side, I'm gonna be just scanning through really quickly my retail to see what I need to order. If I notice if a certain product isn't really selling as well, then I might just keep like 2 in stock, 1 in stock. And if I notice I need to order more, then I will. And now I'm just gonna actually start to put these back on the shelf and in the cabinets. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually take off this wool liner. Because once a week I take it off and I take it home and I wash it. And I also take the comforter. I'm just gonna move this outside. And then at this point I'm really gonna start to just move almost everything off of the floor. Not the table, but I'm gonna move the steamer out, I'm gonna move the mirror out, I'm gonna put whatever I can on top of here so that's off the floor. Pretty much whatever I could move off of the floor, I did, and then I put stuff on the table. And I don't know if you guys noticed throughout the week that little black dots start appearing on your floor. Sure Clean by Gigi, I ordered this off Amazon, and I just put it on a towel I don't care about. And normally you'd want to wear gloves. I ran out of gloves, so I'm gonna have to do it without it. But I'm just gonna put this on here and I'm just gonna get on my hands and knees and wipe down the floor wherever I see kind of like residue, wax residue and stuff. And yeah, this is the stuff they don't tell you about that you have to do when you work for yourself. But I remember having to do this in esthetician school. That was always a pain in the ass. Will kind of stain your towels, so make sure you have separate towels that you kind of like clean with. So now I'm going to grab my broom. And I am going to sweep the floors. I'm gonna just throw this away. It's no joke, man. So yeah, I'm just gonna start to like wipe down things like the table. I actually go the extra mile and I wipe down the mirrors, the photos, anything that really could collect some dust during the week. The microwave, the fridge collect dust. So any surface really that I can get my hands on, I'm gonna wipe down. This is also when I can see like if I need more menus, more loyalty cards. Just being able to go and clean through everything makes you see like what you have. And then now I'm gonna actually go through my fridge and also see if I need to get more waters, more anything, if I need to clean it up. Also gonna make sure that I clean this mirror too. Sounds silly, but I actually wipe down the trash can too. I also go through my drawers, as this is where I keep my forms. So I also note which forms I need to print more of. I usually every week I print exactly the amount of forms that I'm gonna need for the amount of clients that I have. But you know, I have a lot of extras just in case. But I really just go through this to see what forms I need to print more of. Now I'm finally gonna sweep, just with a Swiffer, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna prop you up and do that right now. And the reason why I do this toward the end is because I'm gonna let it dry, and I don't like to be like walking around all in here when I just swept it. So while this dries, let me throw this away. Yuck. Show you something else. My forms. So I'm actually gonna go and take this home with me and this is when I can kind of like go through it, get rid of any papers that I don't need. I usually keep papers for 3 months, so now is January, so that means I'm going to be throwing out December, November, October papers. I don't like to do it here and throw it in public trash cans. I'd rather do it at home where I can shred them. I'm going to take the glass container, which is very cool now. I'm going to empty it and wash it out, and then I'm going to leave it out to dry. I'm going to go wash this. And keep in mind, when you do clean this out and you put new water in there and then use the steamer for the first time, it is still gonna kind of smell like vinegar. So maybe the time that you come in next, let the steamer get going early and kind of let that first initial like steam come out so that your first guest doesn't get hit with aroma of white vinegar. All right, y'all. I moved everything back inside the room. It's smelling fresh, it's looking good, ready for me to take clients the next time I'm in here. Ooh, yeah. I will tell you, it's a lot of work, but when you're done and it looks good and clean and it smells good, it's totally worth it. There it is, you guys. If you guys have any additional questions, comments, anything, make sure you holler down below. Hit that subscribe button, especially if you're also an esthetician or you're interested in being a solo esthetician. My next video is going to be a continuation of my series that I've been working on. Some of you guys probably think, why are you making these videos? But I am trying to expand my audience and trying to help others that might be interested in becoming an esthetician. But this next video is actually probably something that all of you guys might be interested in, especially if you're going to be graduating beauty school soon. If you are looking for a job right now as an esthetician, then my next video is going to be really helpful for you. I'm going to be talking about, I actually might do a two-part to this because there's a lot to cover, but I'm going to talk to you guys about how to look for a job, what kind of jobs are out there, how to make yourself a little bit more of a more of attractive candidate. Also, I'll be talking about how to nail your interview, what to wear, what questions they might ask, what to be prepared for. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And I did want to announce that I'm going to be changing my filming schedule a little bit. Okay, 2021, trying to also work on a bunch of different things for you guys. So I am going to be switching my filming schedule to, I will be posting my videos on Mondays moving forward. Posting it on Monday is just going to give me a little bit more time to make it more quality and me not feel like I'm running around like super stressed. And usually Sundays is a day I kind of like to chill, sleep in, be with the family. We're still just sticking with one video a week. I'm finding that that's just a lot better of a balance for me and what I'm doing, and it's for a good reason. So I promise you guys, more great stuff is headed your way. So I appreciate your support, and I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Let's get through this crazy time together. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.